Hey, I'm Kay, just a girl making ridiculously crazy builds in The Sims. Come check them out. Welcome to Gold Bar Island, which is located in Sulani on a lot that's actually a man-made private island in what we're calling Palm Beach, where some guy named Dirk lives. So we're jumping right into our still shots of the home, starting with the exterior. You can see the extensive pool work that's been done on top of the ocean. Yes, that's right. We have placed pools on top of the ocean. I will show you how to do that later on, and I will show you that they actually work. Yes, this pool totally works. And this pool also totally works. So now as we jump into the interior pictures, I will let you know that this design is based off of the actual floor plans for a mansion that is in Palm Beach. So if you Google Palm Beach Private Island, it will pop up and you will see the house that this is based off of. And you can actually look at the floor plans as well. I didn't add them because I feel like that's copyright. I'm not sure. Let me know because I can do that. So another fun fact is this steam spa shower actually works too. So I put in a shower in there and look at the guy's taking a shower in a waterfall. Pretty cool. I'll explain more about that later on, but for now we'll continue with the interior pictures and then we'll get into the video of detailing the floor plans, and then I'll get into the walkthrough videos. Now looking at the roof work here, so I've done it exactly as it is shown on the actual real building, with exception that this one is much smaller because of the size of the lot. I could not fit the entire build of what this house actually is. Now we're going to go through the walkthrough. Coming down the bridge from the island, you can go down the driveway and you're in a 3-bay garage over here. There's also another bay down here that I put a gaming machine in because I don't have all the packs, so I don't have any bikes or other cars other than the basic ones here. Now coming in the front door, there's a little vestibule area in the front, and then you come into the grand living room space, and then right behind that is a little veranda and out to the pool. Now in here you can go 4 different ways, up here or over here, down here and down over here. So we'll start up here. It goes into the wine room and then over into the pantry and then over into like a little hallway area. And back in here is where the laundry room is, and then a powder room, and down a hall here, just a refrigeration room, and where the dog dish is just hidden in this room here. There's also an entry point here as well, and then coming here, there's an entry point into this room, which is actually the chef's kitchen, where you can come out to this patio area here, where there's a bar, and also access through this breezeway corridor, the front to the back of the home. Now from the chef's kitchen, you can go into the main living room here, which is attached to basically like a designer kitchen. They don't use this kitchen. That's just for looks, right? The chef's kitchen is the one they use. Anywho, there's entrances to the back of that. And then also from this veranda out here, you can enter into the 2-story sitting space. And then back in here, there's a bar and stairs to go upstairs, as well as a powder room, bathroom back there, and some closet spaces. Now coming back over to this other entry down here, this goes over in this area to a utility room and then into the large office space with the built-ins in here. In behind that is a private bar, and in behind that is a private full washroom. And then if we come back around and go up this way, we are in a back hall where there's another powder room. And then the room across from there is like a little library, quiet room sort of thing. And then there's an elevator incorporated in there, and then stairs to go upstairs. And then down this back hall, it takes you outside to another little veranda by the other pool here. And in here is sort of the pool room where there's washrooms and change rooms in there. So from this room, you can come right outside to the main pools here, or you can go around to the other pool. So from that pool here, this is all sort of detached from the main house, although it's like attached, but it's not. There's a bar space in here and an entry door here to hallways. Over here is a guest suite with a full washroom back here and an access door to the side, as well as an access door over here into this hallway. Now over in here is the gym, which you can access from outside as well. And over here is just a storage room. Now back down this hall is where the spa area is. So you have your sauna hallway down here, which you can attach to this hallway. Gets into your spa shower. And then back in here gets into your private barber space and massage area. So that concludes the main floor of this home, and now we're going to jump up to the second floor and take a look at that. Now the second floor is only accessible by 2 stairwells from here or over here, as well as the elevator that can go up, but you don't see it upstairs because that's the Sims 4. Now this whole spot that I'm circling is only accessible by this staircase or elevator, and over in this section is only accessible by this staircase here. So now we're going to come back to this stairwell here, an elevator. When you come out, you're greeted with a guest room that's here with a private closet and large room and ensuite, which you can access out the window to this little balcony here if you had that magic window that can do that. I don't. Coming down in here is the laundry room. And then going down this long hall, you can access a balcony out front here, or down in here to another guest room because there is only my one homeowner and no one else living here. So there's a closet space here, which I put nothing in for now. It's just there. And down in here is how you access the master suite. Now it is a large suite with a his and hers bathroom and closets. So in there was the bar. Coming in here is the access to his closet. And then down from that is his master washroom. And then just showing where the toilet and everything is. Coming back down here. I'm just saying, like, I could put a door from here into the laundry room, but why would I bother? This guy's not doing his own laundry. So the master suite, there's a balcony out from that as well. And then down this hall is her closet here. And then across from that is her private washroom as well. Each with balcony doors out the front to look at the ocean. Scratch that, they're looking out the back. The front's the other side. So from this other staircase, you can see down this 2-story sitting room over there. And over here's a little full bathroom and closet on the other side and 2 identical guest rooms. And then down in this area, because this guy is a movie star, he has a full like memorabilia hallway and movies, and then a private screening room at the back here. Now we're going to go through the walkthroughs, which is always fun. So this is coming in from the ocean into the main floor of the home, and we're going to take a look at all the details. Now I kept the speed going slow for this just because it was hurting my eyeballs to watch it go faster, so I felt like it might hurt your eyes as well. So I took that into consideration, so the video is a bit longer because I kept this at regular speed. Now coming in through these doors here was the daily living space where he's got his awards all set up down there, and then what I was calling like the show kitchen, because you see there's not much really going on. We don't want it busy, we don't want a ton of stuff on the wall. It's basic because it's just there to look clean and nice, because this guy doesn't cook. He's got a private chef who uses this back kitchen here. Oh look, our dog's on the floor, that's adorable. See, so I've built this all for the private chef. So they're going to be in here doing stuff. That guy doesn't even need to touch that kitchen. It's just there for show. So just coming into this laundry room, I just have to point out that on the actual plans of the building that this is based off of, it has this many washers and dryers in here. I'm not cuckoo. I just went with what was actually in this build. You can see pictures of the interior of the actual home that this is based off of online. I'd go take a look at them because they're pretty swanky. So now as we go into the pool house area, I'm just going to say it's like a pool house area. It seems really cold and dark sort of feeling. It's all concrete in there. I do like all marble on the walls and stuff, but we don't have that option and I don't want to use any custom content. Everything I use is what's in the games that I have, and I'll do like the cheat to get the hidden items that are there, but I don't put anything extra in. So just keep that in mind when you're taking a look at my builds. So coming through these back halls in the spa sort of area, we're seeing the gym here. I forgot to mention earlier, there's a washroom right there, just a powder room. So down through here is where you can see the sauna in there. And then coming around down this hall is where you can access that spa shower. Now that's the other shower head I tested out. You'll see some videos later on showing the different tests that I did to find out which shower actually worked in there. I should also mention that I had to add this other door here to go in back behind that waterfall so that you could put a shower and access it in there. So I had to rebuild the exterior here to look a little different to fit that extra feature in. Now we're going to pan around the house. Oh, there goes Blue. Down this pretend driveway. I really wish they had working vehicles in The Sims 4. Like, get with it. Oh, and there's our dog Pearl. So I'm just showing you this because I would love those windows to line up properly with the doors below, but I had limited space and I needed grass. Well, I wanted grass space at the end there, so they look like this. I apologize in advance. Anywho, this is where the breezeway sort of walkway is by the side here. And you can access in this door into the other wing of the home. Door there for the 3-bay garage. Washroom straight ahead. And down this hall here is where there's a built-in custom bar. And you can see the glasses I used from Debug are all stinking, which is hilarious because there's supposed to be pretend drinks in there that have been sitting there forever. So now we're just coming into what I'm calling a sitting room because obviously there's no sun shining in. It's not a sunroom. It's technically a tennis pavilion on the plans, but we don't have a tennis court, so it's just a sitting room. So out here is where the other bar is. You can see I pushed the cabinet back so the fridge would stick out more. That's so you could see the items inside the fridge. I wish it worked normally and I didn't have to do that, but it doesn't. So coming out here, you can see the pool work that I've done. So I took slabs, sized them up, and raised them up in here. And then I put these same tables with umbrellas down in here and raised them up so it looks like they're just floating tables inside the pool. So coming past the pools here, at the very end is where I've placed the yoga station. You need a really large space for that yoga mat, so I've put it there. Now we're jumping up to the second floor, checking out the master suite. Now everything in here is very basic. We don't have a lot of clutter. There's the bar there. Both those cabinets are actually pushed back into the wall to make it look more seamless. His closet with hanging clothes. I did that with just the clothes that are already on a hook with shelf above, and raised them up there. It looked really good. Shower in there. Coming around. I've also sized up like all of the planters. So all the planters you're seeing, they're 90% of them are not the size they actually come in. So sizing things up and down is always a really good thing to do. So I've done a custom closet work in here as well. Also raised the shoes up onto shelves in there. And then the washroom here, I've put one of the accent tables into the cabinets to make it look like a vanity. And then very basic as well, not a lot of clutter. This is like a spa, high-end looking home. So they're not gonna have a ton of stuff everywhere. They want it to look like magazine ready kind of thing. Now as we head down this hallway, we're going to go down to one of the guest rooms. So there's plenty of space for if he wants to expand his family. Tons of options for that. So every room up here has its own private ensuite with that spa look to it and custom details. Coming down the hall here. Oh gosh, lighting in The Sims drives me nuts too. I try and get it to work nicely and it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Laundry room here with a shelf built up above the washer and dryer. And then coming across into the other guest room with a walk-in closet there and a large entry area into the bedroom and into the ensuite here, which that window there, it'd be cool if you could actually open any window and get out from it, but they haven't done that yet. Now we're going to come right down the hall here and go out onto this balcony and right outside and head this way to check out the other side of the home, which you can access from the other staircase. Now remember, my roof is turned off so that you can see through the second story windows, because if I turn it on, you can't see through the windows. So here's one of the guest rooms and another guest room that's on this wing over here, just identical rooms. Down in here, there's the powder room off to the left and a closet off to the right. We'll just check out the powder room. Just another spa-like powder room. Now, lighting, of course, on the stairs went funky, but that's all right. Here is the look down from the above here. And then this whole back hallway is what we had for like the movie area. So he's got shelving with movies, he's got his awards, he's got popcorn machine, all that fancy stuff, and then going right into his screening room, which we could only fit 3 chairs because I've made this really small. Now, what you've been waiting for. The shower that actually works is from Island Living Shower. So the one that we're playing in, Sulani, the shower that comes with this, you can actually move forward and it works. This one that I tried was from Sleek Bathroom Kit because it was nice and it fit on the wall. But as you can see, he's not really in the waterfall. So we went with the other one. And now we're going to see him utilize these pools because I told you they work. So as long as you have the ladder that goes into the ocean here, he can use this ocean pool because it is not a real pool. It is, the island is built up on a giant like foundation base, and then I cut out these sections which shows you the water below. And if you put in some extra little details there, it looks like a pool. So you can see it with this pool as well. I've been able to incorporate stairs because this one is higher up on the grade and they can access higher up in the beach. You can see the level of water goes down, which is also really cool. It makes it look like a real pool. And our dogs are going to use it. Here comes Pearl. She's just going to come and sit in it because she's adorable. And then I thought it would be fun to hire a yoga instructor for the end video. She's really mad, which is not great because what's about to happen is going to make her even madder. Look at the sun going down. That's right, my guy is not even showing up, he's standing her up. I had to go find him. I'm like, what is going on? And then he finally meanders over hours later to do his yoga. And here he goes, getting on his little mat there. And then he just stands there. Oh good, he's finally doing the yoga. I feel so bad for that instructor. Anywho, thanks for watching.